Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 1313 podcast, the most mediocre podcast in the Star Wars universe. And today on the show, we have Zach from Black Series Cantina.
Woo! Thank you. I do have to say, I feel like I might have the most mediocre podcast in the Star Wars universe. So,
nah, you can't take my title.
Yeah, are you sure? Are you sure? You all can have that one. You all can have that one.
So, for those of you who don't know, Have a Chat is our series where we invite other creators and members of the Star Wars community onto the podcast every other week to talk about their personal relationship with Star Wars. And from there, we have an organic conversation. Guess what? We have a chat. So, this week we have Zach. And so, Zach, tell us a bit about your content first.
So I basically post on Instagram, TikTok, and that's about it. Other than recently, whenever me and Mike K started our own Black Series podcast called Black Series Cantina, shameless plug. Please go subscribe if you haven't ever listened before. But there we kind of realized there wasn't any other podcast that specifically talk about only Black Series 6-inch action figures. And there's like YouTube creators that do, and then there's a lot of podcasts that cover like the movies and shows, but not specifically Black Series 6-inch figures. And since I had a big page, about those figures, and then Mike loves those figures and reviews them, he's a completionist of the line, which is insane. We just thought that it'd be perfect pairing for a podcast. And so, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm glad that I'm, getting more involved in the community, because doing the Instagram was it's pretty distant still, even though you like post. I get a lot of likes and comments and DMs, whenever I'd post like a big yak face reveal and stuff like that, or like one of the SDCC announcements. But doing the podcast has been a lot of fun. So that's really all my content, just those three things. So really not a whole lot. No YouTube, just the podcast and then the social platforms.
Nice, cool. So when did you start posting on Instagram? Like only as like Black Series, because I gotta assume at one point you were just posting pictures of you and your kids and your nieces and whatever on your own personal page, and at some point you're like, I want to make a toy page. So when did that happen, and how did it happen?
Fortunately, I still have no kids.
Yeah.
Fortunately, but I was in college actually. I'm 28 now, so that would have been however many years ago. But it was a pretty early in the line, maybe late orange line, early blue line. Oh, wow. I want to say, yeah, it was like 2014 or it would take forever to scroll back down, but it was around 2014 or so when I made the first. When I was just in college, I had nobody to talk to. Like, that's why it's awesome that you three, like, know each other and like have other collectors, because I knew absolutely nobody and the line was also relatively new, so I didn't know any other Star Wars collectors. I didn't know, people online. So I was just like, I'm just going to make a page, and then maybe like I can just meet people on here, just talk about these figures. And it was just a way to sort of, I don't even know how to put it. It was just a way to communicate with people almost, because I guess putting it like, I felt lonely. It kind of feels kind of sad, but at the same time, like when you just collect stuff and you don't have anybody to talk to about it, the internet is there to help you. So I created a page just thinking that maybe I'll get a couple followers, but then it just kind of blew up, I guess, because at the time I was the only like Black Series specific page. And then I actually got out of, like, I didn't post as much, and then I actually tried to rebrand a couple times, but then I stuck with the Black Series because I fell back in love with it. So yeah, it was a long time ago, and it just formed out of not having anybody to chat with really about it.
Oh, that's kind of funny. Yeah, you say that you're lonely and you have that, but like we are also literally the only 3 people in this area that collect, besides the only other people we know is our barber, and that's it. Like, he'll talk to us about getting figures here and there, but other than that, like, even on like my campus as well, nobody likes Star Wars as much as I do. Nobody collects figures at all. Like, people know what Star Wars is. If they ever want to come in my room and see my collection, they'll be like,
"Oh, it was there.
Wow." Like, not good, but it is what it is.
I had a Star Wars Instagram page for a while.
Yes.
I think it was like summer of 2020 into like 2021. It was called
R.I.P.
Star Wars Outlet. I haven't
Outlet.
deactivated the page, but it exists. I stopped posting on it right around when we started the podcast. But I might start posting on there again just to like post like my own action figure pickups and stuff like that. But
Yeah, that'd be a good
Is
idea.
that what the podcast is for, Tommy?
That's what the Discord is for, Tom.
But also it was fun. Like I had like a very small little niche little community of people, and then I decided to disseminate it because
you were essentially just a yak face reposter.
basically, yeah, I just posted like official photos of all the figures, and
Hey,
poster.
I can give you a shout out. Maybe get you some more followers over there.
ooh,
If you need to, if you need to rekindle that page,
maybe I might have to reboot it. Who knows?
maybe a rebrand. Maybe something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe start collecting Power Rangers on
Tommy's toys.
Yeah, there you
go. But yeah, so how did you initially get into Star Wars? Was it a thing since you were a kid, or did the action figures get you into it?
It's hard to say because I was born in '94, so that puts me at 5 years old whenever Phantom Menace is coming out.
Mhm.
So it's almost just like always been there. Like there was never like one specific moment where like, oh, I think I'm gonna watch Star Wars maybe and I like it now. It's just I always had toys. I always had the VHS of the original trilogy, and then when I don't remember watching Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones in theaters. The only one I remember watching in theaters was I remember specifically my dad telling me that like when Episode 3 was coming out soon, that this is the one where Anakin's going to turn into Darth Vader, and he wasn't like a big Star Wars fan, and he's not a Star Wars fan at all, but he had seen the movies, but he would explain to me like, Anakin's going to turn into Darth Vader in this next one, and then we saw the movie, and I was just kind of always just been a diehard fan. So not really one specific moment, but I just kind of grew up with it, and that perfect timing, I would say, is what got me into it. And then obviously, Star Wars, it hits you so, so like hard that it just never leaves, I guess. And then, you obviously kind of get out of it because in between 2005 and, whenever Disney purchased it, there was like almost nothing other than the Clone Wars. And it's funny, I actually didn't watch the Clone Wars as it was released until season, I guess 6. Whenever season 6 was put on Netflix, right?
Yep.
And then whenever Disney purchased it and they announced they're going to have a new, that's what like kind of kickstarted it again, so it's been a fun ride. But yeah, I kind of regret not being able to watch the Clone Wars as it released. I missed out on that. But I was always a fan of the movies and all that.
Yeah. But no, that's fun. I do see you got like your main shelf behind you full of Black Series, but then I also see some Marvel Legends and I see some Lego behind you.
Yep.
Are those just like side collections that you just dabble in? Are you trying to delve into those lines? What's up with those?
So recently, I guess within the last half year, I guess I decided I was pushing it away for so long. This like Marvel Legends, like evil person on my shoulder. This little 6-inch Marvel Legends figure that pop up and say you need to get into Marvel Legends, but I would just like for so long push it away, and then I bought the Iron Man. I don't even know what it's called. It's the Infinity Saga, like Mark III Iron Man. You all know what I'm talking about, and it like one of the best figures. Like I know it's probably one of the best Iron Man figures, but just one of like my favorite figures already. So I bought that, and then I was like, okay, I gotta at least get some MCU characters. And then, of course, like these like retro Spider-Man ones. So I got to get some retro Spider-Man. So I have started collecting Marvel, but that's kind of turned into my side shelf where like it's mostly Marvel, but that shelf right there, the one above the Lego Stormtrooper helmet, that's actually a Michael Myers and a Arya from Game of Thrones. So that's just kind of a random, nowhere else to put that. And then the Lego, that's the only Lego helmet I have because I got that for Christmas from my cousin. Mid-COVID, so it was nice. It was fun to build that. But yeah, so I am getting into Marvel Legends, unfortunately, for my wallet.
Okay. And then are you also starting to get into that NECA line of figures as well, or is that just kind of like, ooh, Michael?
I think it's just Michael. I would like the newer Michael Myers one with the really messed up mask, you know what I mean? Because I think that's from the first reboot movie.
Yeah, the Halloween Kills one.
Yeah, but I think I might wait until they do the Halloween. Is it Halloween Ends that's coming out? soonish next year, this year.
There's one more. I thought it was the end of this year it was coming out.
End of this year. I hope so, because I like the little trilogy they got going on. So I'll probably just wait for that one to come out instead of getting like all three, because they're not that much different. Just the accessories were super cool though. But I just really like Michael Myers.
Nice.
Yeah.
I did if you just see on the channel, I just did a review for Ash from the Evil Dead, like his NECA figure. I have like a very small collection of NECA because I'm like, I like horror films, so I was like, I'm gonna just collect a couple of these that I really like. So the only two I'm like really looking for left are, I'm probably gonna grab the Halloween Kills Michael or the Halloween Ends. I gotta get Michael, and then I want to get a Xenomorph from Alien, and then I'm done with that line. But I got a couple. So
that's what you say.
Well, I got Ghostface, I got 2 Jasons, I got Ash, and I got Predator. And then the only 2 like prominent characters I still like are like, ooh, is like the Xenomorph and Michael Myers. I don't really see too many others that I would want to get.
You're not gonna get Chucky?
No.
But speaking of action figures and all that stuff, I'm sure you know of the hot topic that's on everybody's tongues right now.
What could that be? What could that be?
Well, you know,
like boxes.
Do you like boxes?
That rings a bell.
Do you want to talk about? Do you want to share your thoughts on that, or do you want to?
I actually want to show you all something real quick.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Hey, check out this cool new figure I got, guys.
Ooh.
Right? You see that?
Yeah.
Let me show you what the actual figure looks like. Let me pull up Google so you can look up a picture. But you like my new figure I bought from Hasbro?
What does the front of it look like?
The front? I got to turn it around. Sure. This is the front of it.
Oh,
it's just all cardboard. You can't even see it.
Wow.
So, you gotta look up on Google what your figure looks like. I really don't understand the whole. I mean, I get the environment thing. Like we need to do better to reduce plastic waste, because single-use plastic isn't good for the environment and the world. But at the same time, I don't give a shit personally. I collect toys. We need to get on Coke and Pepsi and all them the single-use plastic bottles that they're using. Go back to glass bottles. That'd be a lot better. But no, that's a little harsh. I do care, but at the same time, I just don't like the whole cardboard thing, because number one, it ruins inbox collecting, and I collect mostly out of box, so it's not going to affect me too much. But I just feel so bad for inbox collectors, because if you're buying the vintage collection, or you're an inbox Black Series figure and you have Black Series collector and you have them all up on the wall, what's the point if you're just going to buy the box? You know what I mean? And so I'm not a fan. And I actually just listened to y'all's most recent episode. I think it was
sweet.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you all, if I remember correctly, you all didn't like it either, right?
No, not really a fan.
I didn't get to be there because I was sick, but no, I mean, I agree with that as well. It's a little bit sucky, but at the same time, as an out-of-box collector, for me, it just is what it is. I'll just get it in a box now. I'm not going to stop getting the figures.
At this point, for me, it's well, the figures I have are out of box. The only reason why I put them back in the box is to transport them from my house to my dorm. And now at this point, I might just start throwing out the boxes, because it's well, they have no display value. The only reason why you might keep it is because if you need to sell it someday down the line, it'll be worth more if you have that hunk of cardboard with it. But I don't really see myself selling them. So you might just start throwing out the boxes.
I think that for collecting, I think that it's very case by case how people form their opinions on the issue.
Yeah.
Because I'm on 2 fronts with this shit, with this issue. Good Lord. I'm having a stroke. So with the Black Series, I collect solely out of box, except for the Clone Wars figures that you have behind you. Those are the only ones.
I'm mostly the same way. Just some of the special stuff I'll keep, but other than that.
But I literally I got 2 of each of those figures, so I could have one out of box too. So it's I get all my figures out of box, I display them, and so for me, for the Black Series, because I do all online pre-orders, that doesn't bother me at all, but when it comes to TVC, I've been collecting the TVC Clone Troopers, and it's I'm sitting here and I have all these cool Clone Troopers on card back, and where you can see the figure. And so if they move to doing that with just regular TVC figures, I don't know. I might either just sell my figures, or I'll just You know, I'm not sure
Open
what I'm
them.
going to do with them because what's the point of continuing
Yeah.
to collect them if I can't have them displayed where you can see them?
Mhm.
Yeah, I could just picture how mad TVC collectors are going to be whenever they announce like the first vintage collection, nothing but
Yeah.
cardboard figure. It's going to be all cardboard, and then there's going to be a little like cardboard coffin in the corner with a picture of the figure on it. People are just going to go haywire. And I think they should have just gotten rid of all the plastic insert stuff because that's the majority of the plastic anyway. It's in the little sheet on the front. Like, yeah, that would add up, but that's not really that much. Just leave a little window. But I guess I don't get to make the decision, unfortunately.
Right. We're not the bean counters.
Yeah, I don't count the money
Right.
at the top. I don't make the decisions. But I don't know. I think it's an interesting predicament that we've all found ourselves in.
Yeah. And I don't even like the design of the Marvel Legends packages with the all cardboard.
What?
Like, so whenever, and did you all see that Yak Face post where it was like Hasbro asking people what if they would like with this like all cardboard? Did you all see that?
Yeah,
I did. Yeah.
I think that looks so tacky. Just like a big picture of the figure and then like a small picture of the figure, like in a pit. Because they don't pose the figures good, anyways.
Yeah, the worst part is that it's the same picture of the figure.
Yeah,
it's just bigger or smaller.
Yeah, and I think they should, if they're gonna go all cardboard, they shouldn't do like this and just make the front cardboard and have like another picture of Ahsoka on it. They should. I think they should go like a nice sleek black, almost how Hot Toys boxes are. Have y'all ever like opened it? And you don't necessarily like, maybe not necessarily have it like a phone, like a lid type thing, how Hot Toys does. Oh yeah, I see him all. Yeah, of course. How did I miss him? I got my Hot Toys Vader over there. Shout out. Can't see it though. But yeah, I think they should go with more of like a sleek black, like a really. But it's just, I just don't like the look that they're gonna go for.
I think personally, if they're gonna do all cardboard packaging, I think they should do what they did with the con exclusives, where it's like this, and then it pulls out like that. Because one, it looks really cool. It's a cool packaging. You are able to somewhat display your figure in box and see it. It would like the only problem that you would get if you did it like this and then you sold them in stores is you would get the LeBron James Space Jam problem where everybody just rips the heads off. And goes, I'm so funny. I took the head off LeBron James. So
it was funny though. It was so funny.
So
no, it wasn't.
Bro, yes, it was.
But no, I feel like something like this would be cool because then that adds a little bit of in-box display value while also being plastic free. But then again, that also ruins the kind of style that con exclusive figures have going for their boxes. So they'd have to do something.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the Filoni figure looks so cool, like that sleek black and the orange.
And then like the inside of the box is a stark white to contrast the outside, and it makes the figure pop and has like a little. It's like a little. Oh wait! Oh, no, that's cardboard. I was like, oh, it kind of feels like plastic in there. No, it's cardboard. But if Hasbro's trying to get rid of plastic in their packaging, it's only a matter of time till their figures are made out of cardboard too.
Bro.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
My little cardboard. I don't know if anybody remembers this. This was back in like 2008 when Gogurt was doing those little Clone Wars, like you could cut them out of the box and it was like you could play a board game with them. They were all these little characters.
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
I don't remember that.
We had to buy the off-brands. That's why we
Moo tubes.
Yeah, we had Moo tubes. That's what we had.
I'm about to out Jacob on the show for the Moo tubes.
As a child, I was a nefarious being, and I couldn't be bothered to take my Moo tubes and throw them in the trash. So I said, "Behind the couch will do." I was
Gogurt at home.
First or second grade. I was
Oh my gosh.
And then my parents got really mad at me.
Behind the couch?
Behind the couch. I was a nefarious child of the most lazy proportions.
How evil.
The problem was like the couch is here, the trash can was there. It wasn't even like, it was like in another room, but it was only a matter of a couple steps. But I could not be bothered. I was watching Big Cat Diaries on the Animal Planet.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I couldn't imagine. That's why I don't think I'm going to have kids, because of kids like you.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, but
and
you
there's-
just got to deal with them long enough, and then eventually they start mowing your lawn, and then when you're old and decrepit and you can't poop by yourself, they help you.
That is true. That is true. Somebody's gonna have to sell my toys when I die, so might as well be
Yeah.
a kid, right?
Damn.
I think that my favorite was, and my father watches every podcast we do, so I know he's gonna lose his mind because he used to get so angry. I would like when I was like 10 years old, I would binge eat granola bars. Okay, like the
Oh my god!
Quaker chocolate chip.
Oh,
the
but those
chewy
bars.
I literally had one of those today, like
Dude,
for breakfast.
they're
Yes.
like
but-
they must sprinkle some crack in those granola bars because I would sit there and we'd have a box of like 36. I'd eat 26 in one day, and I would take all the wrappers and I would stuff them under the cushions in the couch. So one day, my mother went to clean the couch,
What?
and there was just a tidal wave of granola bar wrappers, and so I just had to.
Wasn't me.
I really sat there and said, "No, I don't know how those got there. I don't know." So then, like every either
What?
Christmas or Easter or whatever, ever since I was 10, my parents would buy me a box of granola bars.
26 granola bars in one day.
Yeah, dude, I was
Just fiending.
fiending for
Boy, that
them.
was me with mood tubes. I'd binge those and like eat half the box in like an hour.
Man.
It's like, yogurt.
I'm impressed. I'm more impressed with that than the collection behind you, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah,
Binge
still-
eating granola
I
bars.
still love my granola bars. Let me just say,
Lots of fiber.
It helps. Yeah, I actually had 2 of those today for breakfast. That's funny.
Healthy.
See,
Right?
2 down, 24 to go.
It's just my work has like a snack closet, so and they're
Uh,
in there. So I grabbed 2. I don't got to buy them. So
but do
you
you
know,
work from home? No, I'm just kidding.
I used to until I took this new job in January.
Oh,
know,
nice.
I wish I did.
Where's the place of work? What is the name? What is the address?
Bro.
No.
Bro.
We'll just stick with. I went from really big accounting firm to really mediocre. Not mediocre. That sounds bad. Regional accounting firm. So
That's fair.
I'm telling him. you
So-
should.
Yeah, they're watching this right now.
yeah, they probably are. They're gonna say, "Wow, you called it mediocre."
Yeah, it's
People
just,
Your job, dog.
Do people from your work actually watch your stuff though?
They do not. There is one of my former coworkers who follows me on Instagram, but no one at the new place because my office is pretty empty right now. A lot of people aren't there, but they pay for all the stuff behind me, so
Nice.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's
very
awesome.
much appreciated.
Very curious.
yeah, we have a lot of our coworkers.
Live update.
A live update from Yak.
Oh,
No,
he's
that's
doing
not
a
bad.
stream. I saw that like a minute or two ago. I got the notification.
Is it with the Marvel people? What's going on here?
Looks like it.
Oh no, they just confirmed that the plastic-free packaging will move into the Star Wars line.
Oh yeah.
No.
The Marvel guys said
Well,
that.
we knew this was
No.
going to
When
happen.
Marvel team
Yeah,
confirms more official details of Hasbro's move to plastic-free packaging for the Marvel lines, and by extension, Star Wars by 2023.
I feel like that's not news though. We already knew this, right?
Well, it was like maybe it won't happen. Maybe it'll just happen to Marvel, and they'll leave us at Star Wars alone because we've been good little boys.
That's
And then
true.
they said, no.
Yeah, I mean, ever since they made the original announcement where it said virtually, except what I can't remember exactly what it said. It was like virtually all packaging plastic free or something like. Remove
Yeah.
all plastic, whatever. So
Yeah.
I figured it was coming, and it's going to be unfortunate the day that arrives.
I
But
feel like it'll happen the next stream because I feel like, in my
Yeah, I
opinion, the
agree.
next Fan First Wednesday stream is going to be hell because they will go, "Hey
isn't it
guys,
usually?
back this," and then everyone will go,
No. Here's what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
They're gonna
will spam Instagram.
they're gonna hit us with all of them are gonna come with the new packaging, which is just gonna be this with another picture of this
Yep.
guy on the front. And then what they're gonna do is they're gonna give us 3 more carbonized figures. They're gonna give us 8 more credit collection figures, and then they're gonna go, "Hey guys, we know you all love the Han Solo in every single uniform he's ever been in. So here we have the Stormtrooper Han Solo, and he comes with a new accessory, the Dianoga ass wipe. Check it out,
Oh my
guys,
God.
with actual textured paint detail for the ass wipe. We hope that you guys really like this figure.
The Dianoga is the thing, the trash can back.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's just like,
I'd buy it.
But the problem is, is that if they're gonna unveil like cardboard package, they're not gonna do Luke Skywalker. They're gonna do a figure that we've been pleading for. They're gonna do a.
Well, that's why they did it with
Jesse.
Spider-Man.
I know.
Yeah, that's why they did like the
It's
entire
insane.
Spider-Man stream.
Because
yeah.
I made it because I was like, okay, it's getting a bit expensive collecting Marvel Legends, Lego, NECA, and Black Series. I really need to cut back. I was like, so for Marvel, I'm only gonna do Spider-Man. And then they're like, 60th anniversary of Spider-Man, an entire line of them.
Yep,
And we're raising
yep.
the prices. So I only pulled out the Amazing Fantasy one, and I will probably be ending my Marvel Legends career at that.
No, you won't.
Yep. The only
Yeah.
two I got from that stream were the Amazing Fantasy, like the first appearance one, right? That's what that's called. And then the Ned Leeds 2-pack with him.
Yeah.
for
I
the
wanted that
MCU.
2-pack, but I was like, I can't justify that price.
You
I
can.
wanted the Venom with the wings.
Yes,
Yeah.
I wanted that. And it was $75.
I know, but I was like, I have no idea who this other character is. Number one, and number two, I don't want to
Yeah,
pay
like-
like 85 after shipping or something for it. I was
Yep.
like, it's not worth it for like my collection, so not worth the hassle.
10 million more bucks.
Yeah, I'm just kind of upset about it because I'm like, well, not only did they kick me with packaging I don't like, but then they also raised the price. So they kicked me and then they curb stomped my neck when I was down. So
And they're about to raise the prices again because wasn't there an article literally the other day that said we're gonna have to push the hit from all like aren't they like not shipping into Russia or something anymore? So
Yeah.
they're like we're gonna have to raise the prices to make up for all that, so they're gonna raise it again later this year to make up for that hit. So
dang you, Russia, bro! I'm gonna
we
go
went
kick
from
you in the face.
oh yeah, the
Send
four
me
of
over
us need to go
Biden.
there right
I'm gonna
now and just
kick Putin in the face. I'll end this war with my own 2 fists.
No, but actually,
Over
though,
action
how
figures.
much profit does Hasbro even make?
They
in
make
Russia to-
15% profit like worldwide on their whole company.
and
So if they're
2021 was their most profitable year of all time. Also,
Yeah. So if you have to think about it, you have to, however amount of product they send to Russia must bring down that profit margin by a certain percent. So they're looking to recuperate that profit margin. So they're going, hey, you guys that have nothing to do with any of this,
Die.
More
you
money.
you gotta front the load of the cost. So yeah, we went from $19.99 to $22.99 to we're officially at what $24.99. These Spider-Man figures are what was it $26.99 or $27.99, something like that.
So I just think it's crazy though, because this has happened in the last 18 months. Because the $22.99 happened in the beginning of 2021, because that was when the wave with Costa Reeves and all them were coming out, and they had those figures at that price. Then $24.99, I feel like it just happened.
Yeah.
And they're like maybe in the last few months, and they're already raising the prices again.
Because I remember talking about the prices too.
This is the nice thing about Lego. It doesn't fluctuate that much.
Mm-hmm.
It's like price per piece that they do, and it's very consistent. So that's the only thing though, is the sets are like individually more expensive than Black Series figures. So
yeah, at least it stays the same though. So if you like budget it out, you don't have to change it every 3 months when Hasbro's like, you know what? We've made $7 billion last year, but we need to make like 9.5 really. So
so that's why I only collect Disney Plus era and like Clone Wars and prequel era stuff. I don't do OTP. I don't do sequels, just because I pick the stuff that I really, really, really like, and then I also do the helmet sets. But that's about it.
Yeah, and a lot of people are starting to be a lot more selective. Like, it looks like I have a ton of figures, but I'm actually fairly selective, with what I get. And then now, if they raise the prices again, I'm gonna have to be, a little more selective in what I get, because, like, I love the figures, but I just can't justify like $30 a figure. And even some of the deluxes, most of them are worth it, but like I really wanted that Iron Spider, that comic book Iron Spider. But it was like $33.99, and it's just with the 3 extra arms and like 1 pair of changing hands or whatever. And I'm just like, that doesn't look like a deluxe, and I'm already getting these 2 other ones, so that one had to get the axe.
Yeah, that's why I only grabbed one, because I grabbed both of the Moon Knight figures. So, because Moon Knight, as He was a favorite character because of the Lego Superheroes game I
Mhm.
played like in middle school, because I was like, oh my gosh, character design is really cool. Knew a little bit about him. Show came out, loved him even more. And then I'm like, okay, I gotta grab Moon Knight and Mr. Knight. And I'd be surprised if they didn't come out with a Mark Spector, Stephen Grant, Jake Lowry, or
Mhm.
Doherty, or however you say his last name, a combination figure of him for that wave. That'd be pretty
Yeah, I hope
cool.
so.
Mhm.
They still haven't revealed the rest of that wave, have they?
No, because they teased it last stream. They're like, we're gonna show off the rest of the wave.
Yeah,
'cause
and they
the
turned
boxes
it,
in hand, and
yeah.
they turned around. It was a piece of tape that said nope. So I was quite
That's
upset with
messed
them.
up. Maybe
So-
they're waiting on like the next couple episodes of Moon Knight to
Yeah,
reveal.
because Jake's got to show up. He's got to,
Yeah.
because they alluded
I mean,
to
he was in that sarcophagus, right?
That's what I thought when I was watching.
Yeah.
I don't watch the stream.
Yeah.
I was like, it's got to be the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was one of the personalities popped out of the sarcophagus, and then the other sarcophagus was shaken. So
What's the hippo?
That's the goddess of fertility, and I think it's death.
Rebirth. I thought that was Ahmed. Sorry.
No, Amit is a crocodile.
Okay. I was talking
yeah, I think the hippo's a good guy. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't like the people that are like, oh, it turns out that Mark's been in this place the entire time. I'm like, no.
That would suck. That would be kind of
Yeah.
crappy.
He
Because
shot me.
shot me. Yeah, so no, I feel like it's a dumb theory saying that he's been in that ward the entire time, because that doesn't make any sense, because then how is he seeing himself and a giant hippo goddess? It just it doesn't make sense. So no, Moon Knight has, because Loki was my favorite Marvel show, and it surpassed it quite easily with its ability to mix a cool character. Egyptian, are you laughing because the bottle's squeaking, or are you laughing at me?
The bottle.
I feel like you're capping. Anyway, so no, I like the character design. I love the fact that it kind of mixes Indiana Jones vibes. I was a huge Indiana Jones fan growing up, and it also mixes a little bit of horror aspects into it as well, with like some jump scares, ways that they build tension. It's an amalgamation of like small, like little niche things I like, just kind of put into one thing. So it's kind of like a conglomerate show where I'm like, okay, this is awesome.
It's actually the first Marvel Disney Plus show I've watched. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah, I tried to watch Falcon. Was it The Winter Soldier and the Falcon or something?
Yeah.
And I just couldn't really get into it. And then I haven't watched Loki or WandaVision yet. Those are on my list, but
WandaVision, I was really like impressed with how creative the storytelling was in it. So that show is really good, just because the creativity that went into the storytelling is mind-boggling. Loki is really good because it's like the character design is good. Loki is such a good character. It's good to see him evolve in a way that we've never seen before. It opens up the multiverse into like a multiverse, into a new like transcendency that we've never seen before. The music in that show is great. It's just Marvel has been. I just gotta say, Falcon and Winter Soldier was the only one when I watched it and I was like, okay, that was okay. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It was just it was a good Marvel property. The other ones have blown me away.
Yeah, I feel like I need to watch WandaVision before Multiverse of Madness comes out.
Yes.
So and Multiverse of Madness is like May, right? Or May 6th?
Yes.
I thought it was like the 20-something. So I need to get on WandaVision ASAP.
I would recommend watching WandaVision, and I'd also recommend watching What If, because there was in one of the posters for Multiverse of Madness, we saw in one of the glass shards, we saw Captain Carter's shield. And then we saw like actual full picture of Captain Carter in another one. So it's probably going to tie into the What If show as well with the Watcher. So I would highly recommend watching that. So if it does happen, any of that stuff in it, that it makes sense.
And the evil Doctor Strange, right? Because he was at the end in the trailer. Right?
Yes.
Is he in What If?
The Supreme Strange. I think those are different ones. I don't think that's the Supreme Strange.
Okay, I got you.
But
I've only seen one episode of What If, and it was the zombie hunter one, I think.
Yeah, that was my favorite episode.
Yeah, that one was really cool. With Spider-Man with the cape, that was pretty neat.
It's a mashup of like two, because Spider-Man I think is probably next to Captain America my all-time favorite Marvel hero, and then Doctor Strange is in like my top 5. So just putting Doctor Strange and Spider-Man together, I was like, this is amazing. And then that Hot Toys came out, and I was like, oh Lord. Help me. I want to get
So
it.
with Doctor Strange and Spider-Man together, does that mean you loved No Way Home?
Oh my gosh, that movie was phenomenal. That was
I
such
actually just watched it for the second time Saturday night because I bought
Nice.
I bought the 4K Blu-ray.
Sick.
And I have like in my basement, I have a huge like 4K TV. So I finally got the PS5 like in the basement with that, and it was nice to like watch it with the lights off, just like in my own space.
Mhm.
A buddy came over who hadn't seen it. I was like, "How have you not seen No Way Home yet?" Are you kidding me right now? You haven't seen?
No,
We
I
have
haven't
it
seen
on disc here, Tommy.
I haven't seen it.
I saw
It's
it
like-
six times in theaters,
That's amazing. That's amazing.
and he didn't see it once.
I'm disappointed. I'm really
I'm
disappointed.
just not into Marvel the way I used to be. Like in high school, before I really fell in love with Star Wars again, because I went through like this hiatus with Star Wars, I was just super, super into Marvel. Like I was the biggest Marvel fan ever. And then my senior year of high school, The Mandalorian got announced, and the Rise of Skywalker trailer had come out.
And then
You know, like
season 7 of Clone Wars.
Season 7 of Clone Wars got announced, and I just was right back into Star Wars mode, and I decided to just put Marvel on the back burner. And I never really, like, I haven't seen Loki, I haven't seen No Way Home, I haven't seen the first
Infinity
Doctor
War.
Strange, so I need to watch that.
You haven't even.
Yeah, so but yeah, there's stuff I haven't seen, but I did watch Hawkeye. I'm watching Moon Knight. Really enjoying that.
Love it.
But WandaVision's amazing. I did see that. But yeah, I don't know. Marvel just kind of doesn't pique my interest anymore the way that Star Wars does. Which I did want to get into. Speaking of like piquing people's interest, TikTok is like huge for young people and basically everybody now. And you've had a lot of success on TikTok with your content on that platform. So like, I guess I'm asking like, how did that happen? Like, were you planning on, oh yeah, I just kind of want to make Black Series content on TikTok, or did it just kind of happen?
So I'm glad you brought that up because I can see you've done your research. I have had a lot of success on TikTok. But I mean, it's fairly decent success, I guess. The coolest part is that when you hop on a live video, people like give you coins and stuff.
What does that even do?
It's like it just puts money in my account, which is neat.
Like real money?
Yeah, like they buy roses, right? And then during your live videos, they give you roses, and then that rose goes into your account as like a penny or something. So it adds up after a while.
All right, everybody, make sure that you're following the 1313 podcast on TikTok. No.
So it's pretty cool. But the reason I started TikTok is just another one of those. There's nobody else doing this. Like there's a lot of people like doing toy photography on TikTok, but nobody is letting the TikTok community know what figures are being released, what figures are upcoming. And there's a lot of neat stuff you can do on TikTok. Like you can share your top 10 most wanted this. And I think I posted 2 videos, I think back-to-back days, my first 2 videos. And the first one was like top 10 or like a figure I want from each movie, in the Black Series or whatever. And then one was like young Anakin with a pod racer. And then it went on to like whatever and whatever. But then my second video I did was, it was like, just a reminder, these are some upcoming figures in the Black Series. And then that one blew up. It got like over 10K views. Well, to me at the time, that was blowing up.
Yeah, right.
It's so popular.
But now blowing up is like, 80, 70K views on TikTok. And then cool. I just kind of started going from there. So I never really planned it for a long time, but it was in the back of my mind like, hey, I think I need to kind of expand, especially if I'm doing this podcast. I need to have, multiple social media platforms covered. And then so that's just another way to be creative, I guess, and fill my time.
Yeah, that's super cool. We do post some stuff on TikTok too. We've had.
Okay, I'll give you all a follow over there.
We do dab on us. Some fun, huh?
Do a lot of goofy stuff.
He just dabbed on us with a sneeze.
I sneezed. It's just a sneeze.
That was pretty aggressive sneeze. That looked like a dab to me.
Jacob is either like Jacob's on one of 2 extremes. Jacob's either extremely funny or extremely cringe. Like there's never like a nice happy medium.
The duality of man.
But I feel like
It
for me,
happens.
it's the same thing. Like I either say something really profound or I say something that just doesn't make any sense and it's an awful joke.
That's
Correct.
okay.
It
I do
happens.
a lot, yeah.
It happens.
Okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely give you all a follow on TikTok though. I didn't know you all had a TikTok.
Yeah, we did a couple sketches and then we kind of fell off because we
Ran out of ideas.
So
Yeah, the key thing is to like favorite sounds that are kind of trendy that other people in the community use, and then just kind of rehash the same thing.
Yeah.
And I try to be mostly different, like with the stuff I do, but you just got to get like some trendy sounds and make some funny stuff. And sometimes I'll do humor stuff. Like there was this one specific one that I thought was pretty funny. This girl was like, I can't even remember now off the top of my head. Oh, but it was like, I'm trying to think on the fly, but I can't even think of what she said. It was like, I got a question for men, and then it was like sexually active men.
I definitely
and it's
saw
like,
that TikTok. I saw
you
that.
put it back, yeah. So it's creative stuff like that, and you get some followers over there. It's a good platform.
So how did you and Mike Case get together to do the podcast? Were you guys like friends beforehand, or was it just something that you guys kind of like threw together?
So when I was just doing the Instagram page, I guess maybe like a year and a half ago or so, I made a post saying, "Hey, I'm really interested in maybe like doing a podcast or a YouTube, like live show with somebody. If you're interested, just send me a DM." So I actually got like probably like 50 to 100 DMs of people who wanted to like do a podcast or something with me. And so I kind of went through them and I talked to some people, and then Mike just made the most sense because he had already had like a big YouTube page, and I could tell he was very knowledgeable about, the figures and all that. And then we said like, yeah, like we'll talk about it. And then I kind of got hesitant because just with like my time, I didn't know. But then probably 4 or 5, maybe 6 months went by. And then I sent him a DM. I was like, "Hey, are you interested in getting this going? I kind of want to, try this soon." So then he said, "Yeah, we'll talk about it." And then like he messaged me back 2 or 3 days later, and then it developed. So then he knew a guy that does some branding and all that. So we started the podcast, and it's been a pretty big hit. We really love doing it. So yeah, I kind of put a feeler out there and see who was interested.
nice.
Cool. Podcasting is so much fun. It's just there are times when like you struggle to come up with a topic, but at least for us, and I'm sure you guys have the same thing where it's like you have multiple heads working on the same idea.
Mhm.
So it's easier to come up with ideas and come up with topics to talk about.
Different perspectives yield different ideas.
Yeah, like sometimes one of us will have a trash opinion about something, and so it makes for a good discussion while we're talking about a specific topic.
I feel like that was directed at me.
Why would you feel like that?
Because I'm the only one that ever bickers with you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, I got a question.
Yes.
What's the most trash opinion that each of you have? Like,
thinks The Last Jedi and thinks Guardians of the Galaxy 2 are the best Marvel movie and Star Wars movie.
You didn't
You didn't even give me a chance to talk for myself.
I do not care.
But were you just gonna say about like your most like trash opinion about like just in general, or like
it's Star Wars related or figure related?
No, I would say that my Last Jedi opinion is more controversial than it is trash. And it's not. The Last Jedi is not my favorite Star Wars movie. It's my third favorite Star Wars movie. It only gets
you think it's the best? Did you say you think it's the best Star Wars movie?
I think it's the third best Star Wars movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I disagree.
That's okay. That's okay. It's okay to be wrong.
Trash opinion.
But
I think my trash opinion is.
Your trash opinion about Star Wars is that you think that Revenge of the Sith is a flawless movie. It is not flawless. It is very good, but it is trash to think that it is flawless.
Nah, I got the best one.
I can't think of one problem with it.
Tommy, I'm about to pull it out of the hat what you and I were smiling about earlier, about to out Jacob on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say it first. Jacob is the biggest fan of everything for 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, you are no longer the biggest fan of it. What happened to Loki? Oops, Moon Knight replaced that. What's going to happen to Moon Knight? Oops, Doctor Strange is going to replace that. Oops.
Shots fired right now.
Spider-Man was. And then Moon Knight came out. And then Morbius. No, I'm joking about Morbius.
Morbius is the best movie I've ever seen.
10 million Morbius bucks. It's going to the moon.
No.
Did I just single-handedly break up the 1313
Yeah,
podcast?
you
I
did.
apologize.
To address what Jackson said, I never said Spider-Man was taking over. He's always been in our top.
I know he has,
Bro.
I'm just laughing at it still.
No, because one day Jackson and I were like sitting around at work because
So you're talking smack up behind my back. You were talking. Wow.
No, we said it to your face.
no,
Now.
no. So one day Jackson and I were messing around at work, and it'll be the end of the night before we close, and so we just kind of sit and chit chat, whatever. And something came up about, I think I brought up how excited Jacob was about Moon Knight, and then I said, just like he was so excited about No Way Home and Batman and every other new thing that comes out, and so that was the joke. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry I asked this question.
He's wearing a Batman.
But it's fun to be excited about.
I just get excited about new. It's like me with music. New music comes out. Like Ice Nine Kills is my big favorite, but Motionless and White is coming out with new stuff. So I'm kind of like leaning more towards them for like my average listening time. It's just I like to enjoy something new because it's like there's so many different avenues to explore with it. It's something that you can dissect and talk about.
Like sometimes, like I think I made the joke, like if Star Wars came out with like, hey guys, we have. I'll use another example. It's a Star Wars Dianoga Poo, a Star Wars story. Jacob would be like, "Oh, look, they're selling actual Dianoga toilet paper. Let me buy that." And then 2 weeks later, you would never hear anything about it again.
Jacob, you would buy Moon Knight's old crusty underwear and like eat it up. Do it, bro.
Well, judging by the fact that I only bought 2 figures and I just watched the show, I don't think that's correct.
The only 2 figures they've revealed from the show.
Incorrect. They have comic style. They have the comic original, and then they have the armored comic figure. I could have grabbed those, but I don't feel like dumping $100 on either of them.
Okay, nerd.
Okay.
You're wearing a Japanese Snoopy shirt, Jackson, and you're calling me a nerd.
Aside from that, though, I know that there are things that we all have things that we do on the podcast that
Did Jackson get pointed out for a trash opinion?
we noticed
Did
about
Jackson
each
just
other.
turn?
No, Jackson didn't get
I think he avoided the rat.
Jackson doesn't get a trash opinion. His thing is that he just is C-3PO.
I hate you
That's
all.
messed up.
Jackson's name in my phone is 3PO because ever since we've known him, we've known each other for what, like almost 6 years now?
Yeah.
And ever since we've known Jackson, he just sometimes the guy is just inept at like understanding human emotion.
Bro,
And
inept at emotion, stiff as heck.
and like sometimes they'll just like
socially awkward, maybe.
no, okay,
he'll
I'm
give
not
you
that.
like unnecessary statistics about things like C-3PO does and like unnecessary facts. So we just started calling him C-3PO.
It's
And
not
he's
even
fluent in
gonna-
over 6 billion forms of communication.
I'm sorry,
yeah.
Jackson. I didn't know this was going to end with them belittling you like this.
Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we will be canceling the 1313 podcast. No, I'm playing.
We have a thing. It's called like having your turn between the
Yes.
3 of us, and so when 2 people are ganging up on you, it's just your turn, and you have to accept that.
Yep.
This is just
Yep.
the way it is.
You're not really allowed to fight back because if you do, it gets worse.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
double down on it if you fight back.
It hasn't been Tommy's turn in a while, Jackson.
Why don't you tell everybody what my most trash opinion is then, other than The Last Jedi?
I don't know. Last
You don't have
Jedi's
one.
pretty bad.
You don't have one.
Oh, you
I'll think
you
about it.
own Thumb Wars. That's a pretty bad one.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen Thumb Wars?
you enjoy Thumb Wars.
You
That's a
enjoy.
trash
Yeah,
opinion.
that's a trash opinion. You enjoy.
Have
Thumb
you ever
Wars.
seen it?
Can I ask
It's-
what is it?
It's like it came out right around early 2000s, late 90s, something like that. It's called Thumb Wars: The Phantom Cuticle. It's about a half an hour long. You can find it on YouTube for free. I
That
highly
says a lot.
recommend you watch it. It's just I've never watched it while I've consumed illegal substances, but I assume that the movie is just as fun to watch on illegal substances as it is sober, because it is just...
Have you ever seen Annoying Orange? Like that old YouTube channel? It's like
Mhm.
that
Yep.
Star Wars and thumbs.
all the
That's it.
characters
The
are thumb
Obi-Wan
people.
thumb tries making out with the Luke thumb all the
Oh
time.
my gosh.
Thus, touch your tongue to mine.
How are you quoting this? Nerd, 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 nerd,
Right?
nerd, nerd.
Yeah, and then all the
Nerd,
characters have
nerd,
weird names. Like
nerd,
Darth.
nerd,
Stop it!
nerd,
Stop
Nerd,
it!
nerd, nerd.
So I have a tab pulled up of the title of the film, so I'll share my screen. I always struggle to share my screens here. I'm very slow.
Technologically inept.
Where
It's
is
the
it?
Thumb Wars one that says Bing Images.
So this is what the
Oh
image
yeah, your
looks
trash
like here.
opinion is that you use Bing.
Oh my gosh.
So it's this is Loke Ground Runner. You have Ooby Doob Scooby Dooby Banooby. You have Princess Bunhead. I don't
Death
remember.
Star's a giant toe.
The Death Star spins planets. It doesn't
Oh
blow
my
them up.
gosh.
And Black Helmet Man finds that very funny. And then Han Duo and Crunchy's ship, Han's Hand. And then the TIE fighters are like fists holding like a dumbbell, and they're called fist fighters. It's like, I love
That's
it.
the most ridiculous thing ever. I'm gonna have to check that out. That's for sure. You all should do like a poster of like the y'all's three faces photoshopped on that, and then like
Don't
you
tell
know,
him this
like-
because I'm the
like
one
a
that has to do it. I'm
Merch
the
like
one
a
that has
show
to do it.
poster, you know, and then edit the
Merch
font or
idea?
something.
Merch idea.
And it's got toes.
Oh my gosh, I love feet. Charlie, I love feet, Charlie.
I think I got to get like 10% of this merch since that was my idea personally.
Oh my gosh, if we had feet on the show.
Dude, you are foul. We also I have to explain this. This is like an inside joke that we do like a monthly live stream.
Sorry.
The first Monday of every month, we do a live stream on YouTube. And on the last one, somehow, some way, everyone in the chat got on the topic of like feet pics. And so we have one guy.
Oh my god!
Shout out Your Casual Clone on YouTube. Go subscribe to him if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to him. We asked him to send us a picture of a figure that he got, and we told him to include his toes in the picture.
He
And
did
then
not.
the chat just started going crazy about like sending feet in the Discord, and like it was
It was hilarious.
I don't even know how.
People are sending action figure feet pics.
Yeah, people were sending pictures of their action figures' feet.
Oh my gosh!
He told us to
That's
look at
hilarious.
feet. That was fun.
That
Yeah.
was. Don't look up Yoda feet. Don't look it up.
It's gross.
Tell him your fun fact about Yoda's feet.
Oh,
so
man.
did you? Here's an actual question for you. How many toes does Yoda have?
Isn't it shaped like this kinda? So, like in a shape like that. Am I right or wrong? Like,
Dude's dropping his gang set on us right now.
Sheesh, what are you, blood or crit?
I'm gonna get shot for this one.
it's like one in the middle and then two like going left and right, right?
So that's actually what he looks like in the prequels. So this is from like a Star Wars like fact book and whatnot. Dude. Okay, so basically
yeah.
what Jake is showing you is that in the prequels he has those first 3 toes.
And then he grows a back one.
A back
grows
one?
back one. So in 4, 5, and 6 he has the back one. And then in 1, 2, 3
It's called
he
his
doesn't.
failure toe when he fails and
His
goes into
species
exile.
grows it to compensate for balance with age.
So he grows the toe in the original trilogy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I was hoping it to be backwards so they could tell a story where
So
it gets cut
prequel,
off.
no toe. OT, toe.
That's
prequel,
really
toe.
weird.
Yeah, OT stands for original toes.
Bro.
Oh,
Jake.
Avalanche.
The domino effect.
Only 2 fell. Stop! We'll be okay.
So are all those figures like all of your alls combined, or is it just like one person?
No, it's the combined collection of Jackson, me, and our father. Tommy has his own separate thing. His like the studio is in our house.
Yes.
So this is like our Star Wars room. It's a conglomerate collection between the 3 of us.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
And then I have like my own thing going on with mine.
Tommy gives us a Christmas gift, and then that winds up in here. So I guess it's kind of like that.
Tommy does do that. And birthday gifts.
Yeah.
and graduation gifts.
So do you all
You
like
guys are
split the
graduating.
cost of like if you buy something for this room? Do you like split the cost for that?
No.
No.
Well,
Not
more on
really.
that in the future.
I mean, truthfully, most of this collection you see behind me is my father's.
Yeah.
My dad's a really big Star
Okay.
Wars fan and a collector as well. Like us, he's who got us into collecting in the first place. Jacob and I will really contribute a figure here and there if we can get it for a pre-order and he's like busy at work or something and he can't snag it. So that's how we kind of do our part with it. But other than that, truthfully, it's mostly him.
Unless it's the Lego section, that's all me.
Has he ever been on the show?
No,
He has
but
not.
we have an idea coming for maybe
Oh,
Father's on the
tease.
show.
Father's Day episode.
Father's Day episode.
Oh,
Jackson won't be
there
here.
you go.
for that.
Unfortunately,
He's going to be a prisoner of war.
I will be.
It's gonna be
I'll
begging
belong to
for
the
ice
People's
cream.
Republic of
Boom,
China.
I'm being shilling. Have you? Okay. Do you know? There's this
Oh
picture.
my gosh.
I want to get a shirt for Jackson.
Here we go.
So
Okay.
bad.
For
Needs
All right.
context, I'm going to Taiwan in the summer, so he wants me to wear this in a foreign country.
I think it would be so hilarious. It's John Cena, but John Cena. I want to get him a shirt with that picture on it, and I want to.
Oh
make him
my
wear it.
god.
And there's like you'd be there's like there's there's the Rock one as well. And I wanna
Oh my god. You want him to
There's
end up in jail.
they're so funny. I just
It's the walk.
I just the walk.
That's what it said.
I
John
just
Cena
The
and
Wong
then the
Cena.
walk.
the walk Johnson. I just think
Oh
that
my
they're
god.
dude. Like Jackson rolling down the street in that. I feel
Oh
like
my
it's so
god.
funny.
I like the
So,
Wong Cena one.
yeah, John Cena. So yeah, I think it's so funny, and I thought it would be hilarious if I got it for him. But I was like, dude, if I get this for you, you have to wear it there. But then again, there's no way I can enforce it other than require him to take a picture with it on at least one public setting with one stranger. But
Yeah, you need to
I
be
would-
standing with a random woman
I would
on
need
the
you.
street just...
They would be so offended and they'd probably like you'd end up in jail.
I don't want to.
I get it printed on a Gucci shirt, and then you have to be like, it has to be with like a government representative. The picture has to be taken. It's like a $400 shirt. with
Right.
just dunks
At
on it.
least.
Please no.
That'd be
I
so
don't like
funny.
that torture.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Chinese
man.
butter torture.
We have way too much fun.
Yes.
No fun. No more fun.
No fun.
Okay,
No
hold on.
games.
All right, we got to get all
Unlimited
serious now.
games. Unlimited games.
But no games.
Do you want to hear a joke?
Sure.
So, let me think. I don't want to tell the joke that I told Jacob. Okay, so there's a fish, and then there's a bowl. There's a fish in a bowl, in a box. So, where's the fish?
There's a fish in a bowl in a box.
Yeah.
It's in the bowl in the box.
You're not listening. Okay, so let me tell you again. There's a fish. There's a
Okay.
fish in a bowl. There's a
Okay.
fish in a bowl in a box. Where is the fish?
In the bowl.
You're not listening.
Bro, what
No,
does
so
this
that's
mean?
it's like anti-humor. It's like
That is the joke. The joke is that there is no answer.
I was right the first time. It's in
No.
the bowl
The
in
fish
the
is in the
box.
water.
It's
No,
in the
you're
water.
not listening.
No.
Do you get the joke?
I'm doing
It's
that
not in
tomorrow.
water because he didn't say there's water in the bowl. It could just be a dead fish in a bowl, in
But
a
we
box.
did not preface the state of this fish, now did we?
But wasn't the fish
So-
outside of the box?
So due to humanitarian laws, we must assume that the fish is alive.
So
due to OSHA laws. OSHA's
due to the Geneva Convention, we must assume that the fish is alive.
In a bowl of water.
Didn't you
in the
do
box.
this last episode too with something else?
I did it with a different joke. Yeah.
Yeah, and then my favorite joke that I keep going back to is why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
It's not funny. It's not funny.
Macaw.
Because do you get it?
Why did the chicken
Macaw.
cross the road?
Why?
To get to the idiot's house.
Knock knock.
Yeah, you already knew it.
You gotta answer.
All right,
it.
I got a riddle. Or do you like riddles?
I do like
Yeah,
riddles.
yeah.
I'm pretty smart.
If you
All right.
want justice,
All right.
please do not.
You have 2 coins that equal 30 cents.
Okay.
One of them can't be a quarter. What 2 coins do you have?
2 coins that equal 30 cents.
Wow.
2 dimes.
I was saying 2 15-cent coins. 2 15 yen.
Repeat the question back to yourself, and you might get it.
2 coins that come out to 30 cents.
And that can't be a quarter.
One of them cannot be a quarter.
Is that a quarter of the amount 30? Or
Wait,
is that...
you can have a quarter in a nickel because he said
quar-
one of them couldn't.
Exactly. Yeah, Jackson got it.
Oh, the other one could be.
Yeah, because
See,
if the one can't, then the
One
other.
of them can't be a quarter, so you have a quarter
Trivia
and a nickel.
process is faster than me.
I'm glad one of y'all got it. I'm glad one of you solved it.
I got a nasty riddle for you.
Okay.
One night, a king and a queen enter a castle. The next day, 3 people emerge. How is this possible?
Multiple personalities.
No, and they don't have a kid. That is not the answer.
Wait, say it again.
One night, a king and a queen enter a castle. The next day, 3 people emerge. And there's nobody.
The knight, the king, and the queen.
You got it.
He what?
Yeah,
It's a knight, a king, and a queen. One
The
night.
knight, the knight, the king, and the
I was
queen.
gonna say the queen, probably 2 midgets in a cloak.
2 midgets in a cloak. Where did
Sorry,
you get that?
little people. You can't be using that word. That's their word, not mine.
Dwarves.
Wow, y'all are about to get canceled real quick.
We're well
the
beyond.
miniature wrestlers on you, Jackson.
I
I'll
feel
take
like
them on.
we'd be well beyond that point. Oh, the micro. Have you seen the micro wrestlers on TikTok?
Yes. Oh.
The is that where they do like the action figure like with
No, it's like they're little people who are wrestlers, like WWE.
the oh
Yeah, it
no.
plagues my TikTok, and it's just
Pay
like
to watch it.
the only one that ever sits in my head is Psycho.
I saw this one where this guy tossed a little person and he like accidentally tossed him too far and the other guy like didn't catch him and he just like landed on his neck. It was
Ooh.
brutal.
Have you ever seen Beetlejuice, like from Howard Stern?
The movie?
No, like Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern show.
Oh, like the small guy that has a mental deficiency.
I haven't.
Oh no!
I
Let me
haven't.
put
Got
a
it.
picture on my phone.
I got it.
Oh, I got it, brother.
Don't you worry, brother. I follow him on Twitter. He's a lot of fun.
I'll have to check him out. That's for sure.
Beetlejuice Green.
I haven't listened to an episode of Howard Stern in a long time. I don't have like Sirius XM or whatever he's on. Isn't he like exclusively on one of them?
Yeah. I have no idea.
Second tab. There you go.
All right, check it out. This is Beetlejuice. My Lord and Savior.
Huh?
Spell red. LSTER. Correct.
Yeah,
So he has like a Twitter page.
Yeah, and he'll tweet out like every few days. He'll tweet out like couple questions, and people can reply, and he'll answer them. But it's like his caretaker tweets for him, but it's like word for word what Beetlejuice says, and it's like absolutely foul, and it's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'll definitely check him out. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's great. But I don't know about you guys, but
I think this
we
brings us towards-
derailed more than I think
Yes.
we've ever derailed on a Have a Chat episode.
Yeah. So I think
Yeah,
this
maybe
is-
it's my fault. Maybe it's my fault.
So it all started with the trash opinions.
The trash bag. So, do you have any questions for us before we give you our rapid fires? Lightning round. Your last
who's,
question was quite the bantha chase.
I know. I was about to. I'm trying to think of another controversial one. Each of you name your favorite co-host.
Ooh.
Wow.
I'm trying to break up the podcast, I guess, right now.
Yeah, eliminate the competition. Can I pick myself?
No.
Okay, that's a bad question. I'm not going to make you all do that. That's terrible.
My favorite co-host is the table.
It's got to be myself. You guys said I was the funniest person on the show.
Jackson,
All right,
you're
each of you name like your top 2 favorite Black Series figures.
Ooh.
Okay.
Tommy and Jackson.
Oh.
Okay, I could give you my
Did they
2.
get 6 inches?
Whoa.
That's a question for you.
Hey, buddy.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
I think if I had to pick two, obviously one would be Wrecker. Wrecker is, in my opinion, when Out of the Basement did their top figures of the year, Wrecker got snubbed for the #1 spot. He got snubbed
That's a hot
because
take.
everyone's like, oh, Boba Fett. Boba Fett is so cool. No, Wrecker is cooler than Boba Fett in action figure form. It's just true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. But so I would pick him, and then Cad Bane would be my second one. Cad Bane is amazing. Can't wait for that Bad Batch Cad Bane figure to come out.
What about non-deluxe, though? Because sometimes when you throw a deluxe in there, you know, it can be kind of a little bit of a disadvantage for the regular mainline release, you know?
Yeah. That makes it difficult. I don't know. I might have to come back to you on that.
My two favorites right now are Bad Batch Echo, solid figure, really, really cool. Really like how he turned out. And probably the Clone Wars Anakin figure. That one's pretty cool. I really love the box. I love the fact that they came out with those figures. Obi-Wan and Anakin are tied for that spot because they're both really good figures.
I know which one's my favorite. It's the Tartakovsky General Grievous.
That is fact.
The one that can stand on one
amazing.
leg.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that one's really good.
He can stand on one leg. I did a review where I got him to stand on one leg, and I posted it on Instagram. I was so proud.
I'm too sweet.
Mine's a little bit hard for now. I guess I'm gonna have to go with Hunter from the Bad Batch. I really love Hunter and that figure. What do you mean by that?
Jason got main character.
Mid.
Not a mid figure. And then I guess for now I'll just go. I'll be unoriginal. Go with Wolf.
That figure sucks.
But I think it's cool. The color's cool and the design is too.
White and gray. Jackson said, the color scheme of colorblind dogs is my favorite.
I'm leaving.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Anyway, so rapid fire questions.
Okay, rapid fire. Did you have any other questions or are you good?
I think I'm good. Okay,
cool. Rapid fire. We ask 3 rapid fire questions to every guest. First,
I'm nervous.
Favorite Star Wars movie?
Empire.
Okay, nice.
Close second, Force Awakens.
Ooh, very nice. Okay. Favorite Star Wars TV show?
Does The Mandalorian count, or is that too easy?
Yeah.
That's
show.
TV.
Good
TV.
TV.
Okay. Now, favorite Star Wars character?
Darth Vader.
Okay.
Speaking of which, we've been talking a lot recently about whether or not Star Wars should do a rated R project. And the first thing that comes to everybody's mind is rated R Vader movie. And I posted on TikTok a clip of us talking about it, and I got some really interesting comments. And one of them, because I would ask people would be like, Vader. And I would go, well, what do you want to see him do? And someone replied, I know they're never going to see this. And if they do, thank you for sharing this. It was a good laugh for me. They said, I don't know. I want to see him do Force stuff, like rip people's limbs off with the Force and repeatedly bash their bodies into walls. And I was like,
oh my God.
Oh.
Well,
how much of a psycho do you think he is? Jesus Christ.
I don't know. But yeah, so what would you want to see as far as rated R Star Wars, or would you want to see like a Vader rated R movie?
This might be a hot take, but I don't think they should do rated R Star Wars.
Facts. Yeah, we did talk about that.
Okay, and then because I feel like if you start getting into rated R stuff, that kind of gets away from everything Star Wars kind of comes from and like stands for, you know. They could definitely make a good rated R Star Wars Darth Vader movie.
Yeah.
But then I just think that's kind of a little bit of overkill. I think Darth Vader is best whenever he comes in every now and then, sort of how he did in Rebels and how he did in Rogue One. That's why I think, because everybody wants the Darth Vader series and Darth Vader movie. I don't think they should necessarily do a Darth Vader series, but they should reboot Starkiller and have it be like he's he gets a new apprentice trying to overthrow the Emperor, but Emperor doesn't know about Starkiller. And then maybe like I was kind of thinking maybe if Starkiller comes in at the end of the Kenobi series, then maybe they could like do something from that. So and then obviously Darth Vader would be heavily involved, if they did a Starkiller TV series.
That'd be cool. That'd be super
So
cool. Well, I think that's
but I think like
Oh, sorry.
PG-13 is probably best for that, rather than
I
Vader.
agree. We agree. I think though that like if you do, because I definitely agree with you about the rated R Star Wars, because it takes away the family aspect of what Star Wars is. But I also think that that's what Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to do. It's about Obi-Wan and Vader. So like, you're going to see Vader. So, anyways, in our Have a Chat episodes, we make it a point to share our guests' social media right here on the stream. So right here, you can see the Star Wars Black Series Instagram page. He's posting some cool stuff here, like that Mother Talzin.
Yep. Shout out to William Stone Art 72.
So, awesome stuff. If you are not following him on Instagram, do so. Follow him on Twitter and subscribe on YouTube so you can check out the Star Wars Black Series Cantina podcast with him and Mike Case. And all the links to all of the social media will be in the description below. You can check it out.
Thank you.
And thank you so much to Zach for being a guest on our show. We greatly appreciate it. It was so much fun talking to you. Jacob.
Anytime.
All right, y'all. Make sure that you punch that like button and leave a nice comment below. Make sure that you are following Zach on Instagram as well as following their podcast on YouTube. Also, while you're at it, if you haven't already, go sub to my case as well because they are partners in crime. And if you haven't already, be sure to join our Discord. Have lots of fun in there all the time. Always be having nice discussions. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And be sure to be subscribed to the 1313 Podcast YouTube channel because when we hit 500 subscribers, we will be giving away this Bad Batch Rex figure. So at 500 subs, we are giving away this figure. It could be yours. All you have to do is subscribe, and then we will pull a winner when we hit that 500 mark. So thank you all very, very much for joining us on today's podcast, and we will see you all next time. Bye!
Goodbye, everybody!